Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Yeah, let's get it. I don't have any crazy updates for you. I mean, except for the fact that I've won my first Covenant 25 run, but that's not that crazy. It was a really cool run. I thought it was really cool. It was a Umbra Stygian run. In the very last fight of the run against Seraph, I had a realization of, oh, hey, wait a minute. I'm actually just playing Frostbite with extra steps, and then I pivoted my plan to killing Seraph through Frostbite, and we won because of it. Now today we're playing, last one was Awoken. I feel like I've learned a lot like last night I lost a lot of runs, but I learned a lot as well. I spent all of my time, I lost a lot of runs, but I lost a lot of runs doing things that are like hyper aggression. Trying to figure out what you can get away with in this game, how much, like which boss is which, or it's not really which boss, which champion can survive, like what level, like what do you have to take, right? Which champion can survive taking the trial, and which one causes you to take like 60 damage, right? Like for example, Tethys here. We'll see what the trial is. Anyway, first, Seraph the Chaste. We got cleanse all units of effects which don't benefit Seraph. Which means that we're either going to have to heavily commit to Frostbite, we're going to need to be able to put out like 1 to 200 Frostbite a turn, or we're not going Frostbite. But we start with a Titan's Tooth, which means that we can maybe commit this way if we get the stuff for it. Prismal Dust is a whatever card, and Ice Storm I feel like is fine. We'll see what our Tethys gives here. You know what, I would really like if I could click this Jackstrip start. Never mind, that's nuts. I would really like if I could click on this though and then cancel it and go see what our champion upgrade is, or like vice versa. So Tethys gives me either Conduit or Handheld Totem. Handheld Totem gives me Sweep. If we want to commit to that Frostbite play in the future, we can go for this. Plus it gives Tethys 5/6. Or we take Conduit and we go into casting some spells. Which Fel is it? This is the Curse Fel. So it's not the one that just Spell Shields you. I think we can go for... Right now, I think I want to lean towards... I don't know. Frostbite is comfortable, right? Taking Frostbite is what I know, and Frostbite benefits from taking Sweep Spell Weakness. Conduit is different. I never take this. It forces you to play a little differently. Right? I'm gonna have to think about how I set up. So let's talk it through real quick. You know, this is a lot of conversation just for our very first two choices. I mean, but we have the Jackstrip start, which means that we're going to basically ignore all backline as long as we set up second or third floor. So all I need is the ability to kill frontliners. I feel like I lean towards spell weakness here. I think that we can... I feel like I don't respect this damage spells cost less because I can just put Ember Stones into cards. That's what I think. Now don't be the armor trial, please. Nice, this is excellent. The only thing that's going to be scary is this Apprentice of Light. But we're definitely taking this. This is a good start. We get a unit draft out of it too. These apprentices are going to be a little concerning. I'm not 100% on how we deal with them right now. And we definitely want to set up middle floor on this build because then like Tethys is going to apply spell weakness and then the enemies are just going to walk up to the pyre if I set up third floor and it's going to be worthless. Oh, this is on 2 by the way, sorry. Set that to 3. Now, the Apprentice of Lights are going to get to do some damage to me. They're going to do me a little dirty. We didn't get a great set of starting spells. That's the other main reason I didn't go for reduced cost on spells, is I don't really have a lot of spells to cast. Thankfully, I took Sweep there. Very, very happy with that. I think we just cast our 2 spells here. Does this kill you? This kills you, right? Because you'll die to the Frostbite? Perfect. And Prismal Dust actually kind of saving the run here. The Prismal Dust is really saving me a lot of damage. Here comes the boss. 13, this will take you to 15. I can not kill here. My next draw. As long as we have a Train Steward, it's right for me to cast Titan's Tooth, I think, because this guy's going to hit me for 7. Hang on. 13. I can actually... 13, this will put you at 7. I can drop you pretty low by leaving, but I'll be leaving a 1 health Train Steward. I'd rather keep it full health 1 on deck. Huh, interesting. I think that it's weird because on the one hand, I definitely want to drop this guy below 20 so I don't take 14, but on the other hand, getting Frostbite started on the Inquisitor would be a good call. But I think that more important is in... This is more important, for sure. Yeah, and either way, Titan's Tooth or not, I take the same amount here. Now, the Shade Splitter versus the Train Steward is interesting. The Shade Splitter could be worthless. I think this is right. I mean, that's gotta be right. Oh shit, he gains damage shield. Oh, thank you, Jackstrips. Forgot that he gains damage shield on kill. That maybe changes what was the right play there a little bit. Second Train Steward, so you'll do 2, 4, 5, 6. So you'll be taking 6 rounds of spell weakness and 50 damage. Okay. Interesting. Put the Frozen Lance in here. We'll see how this goes. Is this 6 rounds? It is 6 rounds. That's gonna make pretty much any spell here do a good chunk. Not gonna kill off of this spell. 48. I can probably play Titan's Tooth and he'll drop low enough, right? He'll hit me like once or twice. Goes to 45. He goes up. He hits me. He'll hit me twice. I take 10 damage. It's fine. Not a perfect setup, but all things considered, we didn't have a great start for killing the boss, considering our no Frostbite on Tethys and no high damage spell to go with spell weakness. It's fine though. I think we take Helical Crystallis over Crypt Builder here. I don't have it. Actually, what if I take Titan's Gratitude? 25 damage once. We definitely take one of these. There's no doubt about that. It is just a question of which one. I kind of like... Helical... I mean, I like all of these, right? I think that this card has a little more value in it. I'm gonna take Crypt Builder, and we're gonna aim to look for that stuff. And Umbra Assault is nice to just pick up and have little morsel generation in there. Nameless Siren. We don't have anything to combo with Rage. I think I like Cold Kalia. Sweep is nice. 15 health body is nice. Leaves us open to other options. If that was the other Siren, I would take it. The other Incant Siren, but since we have no real good thing to combo with Rage, right? Icy Siliphyte. Huh. But like Lodestone Totem is just, this is the way to go, right? Sap is a winning strategy, for sure. It does kind of invalidate if we end up picking up Hot Shark. The Revenge Shark, it makes them a little worse, but that's fine. This is not the Temperament, so I don't need to give Cold Kalia plus 10. This is the Chaste, yeah. I don't need to give Cold Kalia plus 10 here. I don't hate throwing like a large stone onto a Train Steward. This is an interesting play that I've never really considered until like this moment. What if I just throw a large stone onto a Train Steward and just have a Train Steward that carries me through this early game? I don't think I need to. I think it's better to spend 60 gold to purge a few Shade Splitters. We're gonna remove these as fast as possible here. It took 17 from that first combat. It's not so bad. It could have been worse. Ah, High Priest of the Light. That's pretty bad. Mark of Invasion does no damage to me because of Jackstrips. I take 0. It hurts my setup, but that's okay. High Priest of the Light is very scary. We are going to set up middle floor again. Lodestone Totem should go in front of Tethys. I make this mistake a lot, where I don't do that. Take a Incant to drop those guys down pretty low. It's fine. This is fine. Throw that morsel away. I don't want it. Thank you, Jackstrips, for letting me take this for sure. I guess our plan is going to be to kill High Priest to the Light with Sweep. Basically, we're going to have Cold Kalia try to farm him for us. So I take a 9 with a Titan's Tooth. I need some offering tokens, or... there's a few things I can pick up that would definitely win me this game. If I can get the Day's Enemies in the Room card. That will win me this game for sure. Oh wait, he gets a hit in? That's my bad. I didn't think he was getting a hit in, so I didn't even think about it. Whoops. That's some free damage taken there. The Train Steward top 4. Gives me an extra round against Frostbite. How's High Priest of the Light do here? Takes 50. If I throw Prismal Dust here, he'll get 4 shield. However, I can also just hit this guy with 4 stacks of sap, which makes him miss 2 rounds. Which I think is better. I think just hitting him up with a bunch of sap. It also lets me get in a morsel here. And we can throw in a Prismal Dust. I think we win. Well, we're just off, but we'll get him for sure as long as I don't whiff every spell draw, right? If I don't draw any spells, it's bad. I could have, this is another one of those situations though where I could have sat down and just like run the numbers, right? We could have figured out the exact correct pickup there. How many, like who do is it better to put down the 4 damage shield or what? But like, nah, I'm not gonna subject you to that level of min-maxing. Space Prism, I have been super undervaluing, by the way. Card's actually so nuts. I don't know how I could undervalue this card, but I did. Hellvent for a dupe on the Offering Totem plus Pyre remains. I think it's the way to go. This is a juicy path. We can pick up some nice Stygian units, we can get some magic buffs, but like, I really want to get this Pyre remains. I think that I've been undervaluing that as well. And we're going to throw a duplicate over to Offering Token. Now, if we can hold over Offering Token, or if we can hold over, not Siren Song, but the other card, let me think of it. Give me a moment. The Frenzied Swarm. Discard your hand, apply Dazed One. If I can get that, that's really good. We get a rare draft from Hellhorn. We can get any of these cards. Hellhorn, Transcendent is worthless. Spike of the Hellhorn is mediocre at best. Last Stand, worthless. Reinforce, worthless. Dark Deal, okay. Ally of the Ancients, good. Deranged Brute, Consumer of Crowns, worthless. Worthless, worthless, worthless. So like 2 of these cards are good. I feel like this is definitely not the way to go. I don't have any summons, right? Nah. Awoken? Unleash the Wildwood's cool. Channel Song's alright. Wilting Sapwood's not bad. Cycle of Life is okay. Wildwood Tome is pretty good. Pine Leather really isn't that good. So let's go through it in order, right? Bad, okay, bad. Oh, like okay, probably bad. Bad, okay. Bad, okay, alright, and not bad. Like, the best card to get, I think, is Cycle of Life. And the rest of these are like, Unleash the Wildwood's pretty nuts as well. No reason to sleep on Unleash the Wildwood. Melting, garbage, okay, really good, decent, but not good because we don't have a way to keep drafts alive. Remnant Pact is cool. Wickless Recruitment, worthless. So it's like Bounty Stalker, Legion of Wax, and I guess like we could make a good case for Formless Child. I think we go Melting here. Yeah, Bounty Stalker is great. It's a unit that's good regardless. Like, that's a rare card that's always good. I'm still learning what all the rare cards are off the top of like, here's what's good, here's what's bad, right? You gotta figure out the volume. Double Barrel. This one, he does spawn hasted units. Have to be ready for that. Haste will hit me in the second and or the fourth and fifth rounds. What am I gonna do about that? Like nothing, because the haste units just all die, right? It's haste plus clergyman. So this Bounty Stalker, he's not endless. I have no way to make him come back from death. I think I just want to throw him top floor and throw a Prismal Dust on him. He'll still die over the course of the run, but on his way to death, he'll probably pick off. Like he'll do some useful damage to a Forged Disciple. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Just gonna kill this thing. And if I can find a shop with Endless and Multi-Strike on this Bounty Stalker, like that's two different Bounty Stalkers, but you know, two different upgrades I mean. But if I can find that, this thing just pops off, we win the game. Lifesteal on Cold Kalia doesn't make a big difference, but dropping her to really low here is nice. It'll make sure, really low attack that is. She misses her first round of attacks on the pyre. This is the first wave that I had to think about. Yeah, so she just dies without doing anything to me here. Go down the Titan's Tooth. I think we just throw these Train Stewards away as well. No reason to hold on to them. I'm not 100% sure on our Daedalus prospects here. How does this fight against Daedalus go? Good question. I think with the sap it's okay. As long as I draw enough spells, it should be fine. Cold Kalia lives a lot of rounds. That's the other thing. This enemy is the only one that's going to get through to hit me at all. Not much I can do about it. I don't think. Yeah, I think there's not much I can do about it. Hey, he might live, by the way. I might have given him too much damage shield. Does he live? Do I have to hit my own man to make sure he dies? Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna live. Huh. I definitely want him to die, but I think there's no way. Yeah, there's no way for me to kill him. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Like there's no way, right? I never kill him? Yeah. Okay. I often overdo it on making sure my Bounty Stalker dies. However, this was not the case in this run. I did not overdo it. I underdid it and he lived. I gave him one too much. I guess we just throw him a Titan's Tooth. Well, I can play what? I can play two spells. One of them it gives me a morsel. Huh. I mean, I guess he is gonna die, and I might also just be dead here. 10 Frostbite plus all the Frostbite from Cold Kalia. How many rounds does Cold Kalia live if I throw this Titan's Tooth in there? It's 5 to eat the damage shield, 7 for the first hit, takes her to 35. I think it's better for me to play 2 spells here because she'll live an extra round and get an extra, what was that, 3 Frostbite? 6 Frostbite? And Frostbite. I think the other thing is this keeps 1 extra round of damage shield, or not damage shield, spell weakness, and also it doesn't because I'm going to Ice Storm if I play Shade Splitter. I think the Shade Splitter combo is better. Oh yeah, gets her a little life steal in there. Doesn't make a difference, but still. He still only takes 160? Really? Huh. Wonder why that is. I guess she dies at the same rate. So we got 8 rounds of spell weakness on our boy here. Yeah, I'm just dead. Crazy. Bad draw order, it looks like. What can you do? I wonder if there was a way to win that fight. I don't know. Ah, shit. If I'm faster, I can get that. I don't know. Is there a way to win that fight? Probably. I think maybe if I go to the Merchant of Magic and like land a holdover or a Frostbite, permafrost, whatever, you can maybe find yourself a victory there. Flash Freeze, Glacial Seal. It's not the temperament. This is such a Frostbite build. Holy shit. Give me Glacial Seal and Flash Freeze. Like this is such a great starting deck. And spell weakness. We're definitely not taking Volatile Gauge. Yeah, extremely Frostbite here. Now, the Frostbite Tethys is weak to start. Like, I definitely don't take spikes here. There's no way we can take spikes here. And it's also not worth it for 75 gold. That's an easy one. There's really a lot of my learning in this game is like, can I take this trial? That's basically the whole of what I'm trying to figure out right now. Frostbite, you benefit from setting up middle 4. However, if I set up middle 4, there's a chance, there's a high chance I miss the collector. Not a high chance, right? Actually, I think getting the collector requires me to set up middle 4 as I look at it now. Because, yeah, as long as I don't whiff my draw. Alright, I whiffed my draw. Never mind. I was thinking that I would hit either one of these 3 Frozen Lances or one of these Flash Freezes or the Glacial Seal. That's okay. I mean, it sucks, but it's okay. Missing this collector is not ideal. But you can't really do anything. I mean, I could have done something about it. Obviously, just set up top 4. But with that draw, it was just a straight up 50-50, right? If I set up top 4, I miss it if it comes in mid floor, and vice versa. So I stand by my setting up where I did. You may disagree if you desire to. I'll allow your disagreement. I think I accept this 1 damage to try and make sure I don't eat absolute carnage here. Yeah, it's fine. It should be fine anyway. Especially with that lifesteal. Speed that round up, sorry. It's just kind of habit. Glacial Seal, Way to Contrition, Frozen Lance. We got it for sure. Goodbye. Very, very, clean enough. We missed all the gold, but we come out of that taking 1 damage. That's acceptable. Another Flash Freeze is good. And I don't necessarily need Umbra Assault here. It's interesting. Space Prism's good, but I already have 2 of them. Is there a number of these that's too many? No, of course not. However, Umbra Assault for 3 damage I think is better. It gives me... I think that just having at least 1 card that is targeted damage like that is good. And Morsel Generation is fine. Check the Merchant real quick. Multi-strike, Incant, gain armor, and 25 health. If I get the Incant Shark, it's insane. Oh yeah, that's nuts. This is exactly what I would want to put on him here. Yeah, I don't think, Incant armor 1 and plus 25 health, it gives him the 4 armor scaling. It gives him everything you want. I have no problem with giving them armor here. I think it should be fine. Frostbite should chew through the armor well enough. We'll see, right? It does make my Umbra Assault worthless, but we're not against foot soldiers, we're against these weird reconciler boys. And setting up bottom floor makes me take less overall, I believe. The downside being, of course, I miss the cherub if it spawns top or middle floor. I mean, if it spawns middle floor, I probably miss it here. So that's 2 cherubs in a row. Sorry, collectors in a row missed, but oh well. I'm missing them, but I'm getting strong starts to these combats. So we're gonna see how it goes as a result. This 10 armor is going to do something to me here. I cannot deny. Gonna need my Frostbite totem if you don't mind here, buds. Ideally I don't take this damage that's about to walk up there, but it's not game-ending damage. Alright, no Incant Totem, but he does just die because it's Reconcilers? Yeah. Cool. We take 1 damage. I missed another collector, but I missed that collector for this trial this time. I think that first collector was just a bit of unfortunate circumstance, right? It was just a 50-50 and I guessed wrong. That one I missed, but I took the unit draft as a result. Now, if I'm going towards Frostbite here, I think we want to just commit to that, but taking 1 high damage spell like Helical Crystallis is probably fine. And then I think we pass all of these, we're not going into it. And Overgorger is very tempting, something to do with all these morsels. I'm gonna take Siren of the Sea, I think. What's our space like? It's 2 for Front Shark, 2 for Siren of the Sea, 1 for Tethys, 1 for the Totem. And that's 6 total. And we have Space Prism. That's fine. Absolutely fine. 100% okay with that. Okay. Don't necessarily need the Pyre Remains. I can't really afford anything good from the Merchant here. I don't need anything either. I can give Siren Multi-Strike maybe, but that's too expensive. I think we go left, we take the Artifact, we maybe take an Umbra unit, but probably not. Oh, Icicle Fracture's nuts. At the end of your turn, apply Frozen to a random card. Excellent. But Mind Jacks lets me set up middle 4 consistently. However, I don't think I need Mind Jacks, because we're not going to be creating a ton of morsels. Typically, I want to take Mind Jacks if I'm going to be gorging like crazy, but I'm not planning on doing that. Now, if I'm setting up solely based on this, is it right to take something else? Like take this Gorge Lord, back and forth, throw him down? Probably not. I don't think I generate enough for Allied Construct, do I? Let's see. I mean, it's just Antumbra Assault. Everything else is not morsels. These Shade Splitters are going to go. So I don't think we want to go to anything that relies on Gorge to make it useful. And so we pass. I'm not aiming to go into Gorge here. This event, I think, at this health point, I'm willing to give you like 10, 15 health, and then money. Hell's Banners? Sure. That's just free energy, dude. Very nice. Decent start, right? This is a build that I think I can get smacked down by Daedalus if he blocks my setup. Explosive Sigil is not double barrel. I have to say it out loud like that so that I know that I'm not going to get skipped with haste. Right, like this is kind of concerning to me, this start here from Daedalus. Huh, interesting. Because I can't set up middle 4, which is where I would prefer to set up at this point. With Clergyman coming in hot, I can't set up because of Covenant 20, it's not because of Daedalus. So I think we set up bottom 4 and we just eat the damage on Hot Shark and he'll hopefully be okay with it. Aha. I mean, he should be fine, all things considered. A Shade Splitter. Once we get some more space in there too. We get 2 space, we get enough for the 1 stray morsel we'll generate, and we get enough for the totem that we're going to place down as well. And ideally we're just going to pop these. We're just going to use Flash Freeze to pop Clergyman right now. Although it might be right to be popping my Frostbites into Daedalus. Not 100% on that one yet. Yeah, because these Clergymen are only worth 1 damage. It's not that big of a deal if they go through. Ah, totem in the wrong spot. Often I make this mistake. This is definitely one of the biggest problems I have when playing anything like this with totems, is I never put my totem in front of Tethys, and that's an important thing to do. But we kind of want to farm relics as well, because if I can hit the double incant relic, this run is probably going to win. Yeah, just like straight up, it's just gonna like win, I think. You're gonna go through, you're gonna hit me for 2. Am I that worried about taking this 2? You're gonna hit me for 4, actually. I should probably min-max the damage I take here, but also stopping 10 damage on Hot Shark could be important, right? This is health that he doesn't get back. It's going into his actual health pool. Huh. This is an interesting conundrum. I think we just stop the damage. Wait, I can make a half measure here, right? We can play both these Train Stewards. I have Hell's Banner, and now I can think about this from this position where you take 13 and then 2 and then 1. I'm okay with taking 2 damage. It's maybe not worth min-maxing to that level. Throw a morsel in front of you, you take 7 now. 7? Oh, because of the explosions, right? Like taking this 4, it's still 4 damage, isn't it? But I have another turn to deal something. It's actually 5 damage because of the explosion on death as well. But we have another turn to figure out how I stop that damage now. And I think we do just like pump 1 Frozen Lance into you. Go ahead and generate me 2 morsels here. Those morsels are pretty good. I think giving you 3 max is... So this essentially is heal for 3. Right? So if I damage shield you, you gain 3 health essentially. Anti-Umbra morsel, you gain 3 health. It's like the exact same, isn't it? I think it is the basically exact same. Interesting, I'm not really freezing cards because of the fact that I have Hell's Banners. You net 0 there. Fine. We take 3. It's good enough. How are we looking on Daedalus here? Oh, he dies. Excellent. Great outcome. Can I save my shark? I can even save my shark. Perfect. Alright, we lived through Daedalus. We took a little damage. Not an irrecoverable amount. We took 5, right? I did my best to min-max, and I think that because it was so close on shark living or dying, it was important for me to eat that damage to the pyre to keep the shark alive for sure. Furnace Tap is kind of good. Right? Throw that on Tethys. Tethys is going to pump out a concerning amount of damage in these final waves if I do that. I think we can get away with it. Overgorger, Crucible Warden, Nameless Siren. I will pass all of these. I don't want them. And I don't need space. I don't really need energy. I think we will take draw. Now, there's one thing that's going to really put this run into dire straits. There's one thing that is maybe an irrecoverable encounter, and that is Sower of Sorrows 4/5. We have 2 floors to figure out how I don't die to Sower of Sorrows immediately. And that's just that, right? If I fight Sower of Sorrows, it's probably over. Stygian, Titan Sentry. Huh. I think he's good, and we could work on setting up a second tier of defense with him. Right? Because we have our Incant clan. But what if I also just throw down Titan Sentry and, like, maybe I could pick up Cold Kalia and we get a second tier of Frostbite application? Yeah, I like this. And you can give me Permafrost. I don't really want Permafrost necessarily. What I want is I kind of want to get like double stack on the Flash Freeze. We'll lower the cost of Helical Crystallis down to 1. And I think I can't afford if I refresh, so we'll just purge. And I'm going to start purging out these Shade Splitters. Although, maybe I should purge Train Stewards. It's a little better to purge Train Steward, I think. Because Shade Splitter gives me consistent... 2 Shade Splitters pays for themselves, right? With Hell's Banners. Actually, it gains me energy. I was really hoping for the sweep one here. I really want to get the sweep, because the sweep one gives a little more health, I believe. And Conduit isn't very good. But we don't have a way to keep Tethys alive if I go against the you-know-who. Armor 15 for 150 coins. Do I punch through Armor 15 right now? Kinda. But turning these guys into 120? Ah, that's a little scary, isn't it? Isn't that just a little scary? Armor 15. It's like it's a little scary. I can't quite tell. The big problem is the weight of contritions, right? I will not be able to snipe through Absolvers. I'm not going to take it. I think that being able to not eat like 1 billion damage from Absolver is going to be a good idea here. Good. Middle 4 losing, it's fine. Now, I'm gonna try to greed here. I'm gonna try to greed here. Playing Titan Sentry second floor is greed to an extreme degree. If I don't draw the other shark here, we lose. It's fine, I drew it, but like that was greed. We wouldn't have lost. I would have just been in a pretty rough spot, let's say. Oh, I fucked this up. No, I didn't fuck this up. It's fine. What did I play? Oh, I played Guard of the Unnamed. I was like, do I need to play? I thought I ordered that wrong. I did not though. We don't have anything better to throw behind Titan Sentry right now, so I'm just gonna give him a Train Steward, I suppose. And I will freeze this Frozen Lance. No, there's no reason not to just play it. And having the second tier of Frostbite is going to be nice, because this guy's going to tank. If a boss lives Relentless with some Frostbite on him, he's going to have to go through Hot Shark now, which is good. That'll help our defense plan quite a bit. You can play this whole hand out. 29 for 6, you'll die. Right? You'll die over 2 turns. Takes 29 And then he bleeds to death for 20. Yeah, he takes 49 over 2 turns. It's good. You get to hit on my Train Steward, but you know, that's fine. Preserving health on Titan Sentry. Or are you Titan Sentry? I think you're Titan Sentry and you're... No, you're Guard of the Unnamed. Hot Shark 1, Hot Shark 2. Let me call them by their proper names here. Didn't mean to confuse you. Throw you some health, throw you some health, I suppose. This is round 4. It's probably right to just throw out this Furnace tap. Because we're passing, next turn is a pass no matter what. Right? It's the brief respite. There's not a, all I would be doing in my next turn is stacking up armor to make my Hot Shark survive a little stronger. However, instead of that, we're just gonna, yeah, double stack. Tethys is gonna go insane here. You gotta be pretty confident in this play that I made, right? Because if I miss there, I don't get to make, there's no room for error if I whiff that, but I was pretty sure that was fine. I sap 3. I think I'm really undervaluing cards like Drain. Apply sap 3, but also just apply Dazed 1. Saves me a lot of health. Throw a holdover on this. I think it's better. Also enables me to pick up things such as, like if I can get Titan's Tooth, I can take it with some amount of confidence now. But also it doesn't matter, because if we go against Sower of Sorrows, the run's probably just going to end. Check our Merchant of Trinkets. What do you have for me today, bud? This wouldn't be bad. Forgotten Name. See what our event is first. What do you got for me today? Concealed Caverns. What's inside? It is this event. Okay. The Merchant. I will take a random... So if you look at the consumables, I've done this a few times. I'll show it to you again, just to be sure I've done this, right? You can go in here, you can go to Hellhorn, and you can search Consume. Hellhorn consumables suck, I will tell you, because you're typically getting the low rarity cards, so you're gonna get one of these two, and typically it's Rage Serum. Worthless. We go to, what was it, Stygian? Stygian is probably going to give me, not Urchin Spines. Stygian, I think Stygian typically gives you Urchin Spines or Crystalline Seeds. And then Awoken tends to give you its common, which is Wildwood Sap. Umbra, Packed Morsels, or Prismal Dust, and Melting Remnant, typically Hollowed Drippings. So I think that going Hellhorn is okay if you need the Rage card. I'm going to go Stygian though. Oh yeah, and sometimes I just get Bone Dog's Favor. Right? I had this happen to me off stream, where I took the Stygian consumable and it just gave me Bone Dog's Favor, which you throw Permafrost on this and this just heals you 5 health every single round. So, yeah. I don't know why Bone Dog shows up there, because, like, but he does. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like he should be showing up there, and yet. Here he is, and look at that. We got a good boy. And remove Train Steward, and I think we may as well start removing Frozen Lance. If I'm keeping Shade Splitter, or Frozen Lance, right? I may as well keep Shade Splitter because Frozen Lance is not worth a ton. And I'm gonna keep Train Steward just because I have the space to throw him down behind Titan Sentry. Like Shade Splitter versus Frozen Lance, right? It's like they're the same card, but I think I'd rather have a morsel than 6 damage. To be honest with you, can't afford anything. I think we just leave, right? Let's take a look at the map. Yeah, so basically, walk in here. If it's Sower of Sorrows, we lose, and if it's not, we're good. Alright, we're really good. This is great. Yeah, this is fine. We can take non-boss enemy units, get multi-strike even, and get a random artifact. We're looking for Cuddlebeard, of course. Frostbite applies 2 more stacks when it's applied, and doesn't decay. That is a free win. Oh, and this is Sycophants. I added this to my spreadsheet. Sycophants have a very specific spawn order, I've noticed. Throw the maximum morsel up here. Throw you a Train Steward as well. So Sycophants always spawn like these. Oh god, multi-strike with Sycophants was maybe a mistake now that I look at it, huh? Yeah, so it's 4 Sycophants, then it's 4 Sycophants and a heavy, and then it's a tank and 3 Sycophants, and it's 2 tanks, 4 Sycophants, then respite, then boss. And if you just heard me run through a bunch of words there and went, what the fuck did that guy just say? That's fine. It'll make sense. Basically all you need to know is that the Sycophant spawn is always the same. take 24 if I do this. You take 24. It's interesting as well because sycophants do like the same amount of damage up until a very like a specific number they do less, right? So when there's 4 of them, killing one goes for increases your damage. When there's 3, killing one keeps the damage taken the same, and if there's 2, killing one lowers your damage. In short. If I can get the incant totem, I'll take less damage from this. But this is a lot of damage. I should have considered the incoming sycophant fears. Definitely should have thought about it a little more. This might kill me. This might just be a lesson that we learn here today. What the fuck is that noise? Dear God. Someone's going down the road in their fucking... What the hell? I'm waiting to see what it is. I think this is just a massive farm implement going by. I'm gonna close the window to make that a little less loud. I think that you... Oh yeah, that's a big ass tractor going by. I've closed the window so you hear it a little less, but that is a large tractor flying by. Going relatively slow. Flying by is a little bit of an overstatement. I am going to get maybe killed here. Okay, let us figure out how I don't die. I think we're going to Shade Splitter this floor, first of all. The Shade Splittering this floor just makes it so that these guys all die, but they die at the end of round, so that their buff doesn't come out. Then we play the Rubble Morsel up here. I think we want to... So if I Flash Freeze... I Flash Freeze you. And then I Helical Crystallis and Flash Freeze here. And this guy will go up with 11... He'll go up with 10 Frostbite on him. As well as taking... 19. I think he does 28 to me. I mean, if he hits twice, I'm dead. But he does 28. Yeah, okay. We've learned our important lesson. Hey, the Frozen on Bone Dog's favor is going to really mitigate the damage. Oh no, I'm dead. No, I'm not dead. I kill him exactly. I just barely survive. We've learned an important lesson, which is super look out for multi-strike when you're... Or don't take multi-strike as a for sure choice when you're going against sycophants. Right? That's what you can take away from this one. Not like something you probably don't need me to tell you. You probably knew this one yourself. However, I've never really been in this situation before. So I kind of just went with what I thought was good, which was getting an artifact. And thank God we have Bone Dog's favor here. Bone Dog is going to save my life. He's going to do a lot of healing to me. Thank you, Bone Dog. Don't forget to thank your Bone Dog. Okay. So the sycophant is going to die, and that's not great because it turns Self-Made Harpy into very scary. However, it feels like it's probably right to just like bite the bullet. Throw the Umbra Assault in here so it doesn't get to do that 4 damage. But no, it's more I'm throwing the Umbra Assault in here to get 2 morsels. Are those 2 morsels worth it? That's a good question actually. I think maybe not. As I start to look at it here, maybe not. I think it's better just to get a little more armor onto our boy. Hot Shark. Yeah, I can also have Umbra Assault freeze itself. So we're gonna lose this, right? Is what you look at here immediately and say. However, not necessarily. We have some tricks up our sleeve. So, no matter what I do, the sycophant is going to die. So we may as well get it out of the way. Bite the bullet. He dies. Did I overdraw? Ah, shit, I overdrew. That's a mistake. Play a Shade Splitter. This gives me enough energy. So we're gonna go ahead, we're going to... I play, what is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 energy in cards in hand. I think we want... Oh, no, Shade Splitter's a waste. I can't play the morsel I get out of it. So we want to... the order doesn't matter. I mean, the order matters a little bit. Frozen Lance here. Furnace Tap right on to Tethys. And then we throw in a Frenzied Swarm. And that saves the run. Nice. Very cool. Frenzied Swarm because this guy's doing 35 a round. That gives me an extra round. Thank you, Frenzied Swarm, for saving my life. If we can get some Titan's Banes in here, we're going to win. Yeah. And multi-strike on Tethys is clutch. Like, it's actually so clutch. Oh, Commemorative Spike? Yeah, that's actually fine. Right? Yeah, that's fine. Morsel Miner on each floor is cool. Siren Song. This will probably... Yeah, this is a good card to pick up as well. Blazing Bolts, Furnace Tap, Engine Upgrade. I think I don't need any of these. Maybe Blazing Bolts, but I think I want to play it a little slow. I want to play it careful. It's a little late for me to feel confident in taking Blazing Bolts as well. By the time I get that card upgraded, especially in a 27 card deck, it may be too late. Now, do I want to farm Herschel's Horde looking for the Cuddlebeard, or do I just want to go for what I know is good? I want to go for what I know is good here. Let's check the shop first before we do anything else. Holdover. That's good. Holdover, that's very good. Holdover on Frenzied Swarm. It's interesting because taking Frenzied Swarm as a holdover makes it worthless, if that makes sense. Like, not worthless, but it makes it so that like I'll never play Bone Dog's Favor. I'll never get frozen effects into play here. But on the other hand, we just get a bunch of free dazed, which is really helpful. Really, really helpful. So I think it's right. I don't have to play this, right? If I'm in a position, if I'm in an okay spot, we don't have to go for it. So we'll consume onto a Frozen Lance, and we'll lower the cost of Frenzied Swarm down to 0 as well. Right, because what I can do is I can manipulate my artifact to freeze this, and then I can hold it until it's good. We'll make Flash Freeze cost 0. I don't really need to make things cost 0 is what I'm thinking here, actually. I think I'll just make this Furnace Tap cost 1, so that's always playable. And we'll reroll. Double stack. Very, very nice. Double stack on a few different things here, right? Double stack on Frenzied Swarm, giving me 2 dazed is nice. Really good for bosses, for example. Gives me an upwards momentum. We get an extra 4 turns. Or we get an extra turn out of Frostbite, plus an extra 2 turns on the next floor out of Frostbite. In our better cases, but also just getting more Frostbite. But as I talk it out, it's like, wait, why would I not take Frenzied Swarm here? I guess the actual answer is because I'm probably going... Ideally, I'm going to have Siren Song, which I may be playing instead. I guess it's kind of flex here, right? We want to flex between these. I can alternatively take Furnace Tap and throw, like, Triple Strike onto Tethys, which is a lot of output damage. But that's like, Ember Drain 8 is like, I'm committing to this hardcore. Although, if I just freeze this, it's actually kind of good, right? Double multi-strike. If I freeze this and just play it right before the boss walks in, I'm just getting the multi-strike too, right? And then at the end of the round, either the boss is dead or Tethys is dead. And in that case, I actually think this is good. I'm gonna go for it. I've talked myself into it. And then I think we'll hold on to... No, I may as well not hold on to 25 gold here. That's like... Why? Okay. Oh, and we can remove 2 here. Cool, cool. We're gonna remove... Probably the other 2 Frozen Lances can go. Yeah, I think these can go. The only case you can make for Frozen Lance is like it gets played in... I can play it in the room to trigger incant, but I don't need to do that. Okay, Scourge cards. This is Absolvers, so we may want to set up first floor. We'll see where the room gets lost at. Well, space lost. If middle floor loses space, we set up bottom floor for sure. Oh, you get 3 energy for this Morsel Miner setup, huh? That's pretty sweet. I didn't know that this Commemorative Spike just gives you 3 energy through Hell's Banners. That's a cool little combo. Had no idea about there. Okay, so we play this one out like this. It's pretty straightforward as I look at it here. Go ahead and throw you a little Shade Splitter action. Throw you a Morsel Excavator as well. I'm thinking about if I want to flash freeze the Quill Marksman or not. And you may be like, well, what's the alternative? The alternative is stopping myself from taking the Weight of Contrition. I don't need to stop myself from taking that Weight of Contrition. Freeze the Siren Song, very cool. And we'll punch through this really fast, right? As long as I draw one of the sharks, we're very fine. Oh yeah, I'm not even that worried about this. We punch right through, and we'll hold over. Like whatever we hit with hold over here, it's good. Go train to do it top 4. Just get that extra energy. Either of these holdovers is fine with me. Yeah. Furnace tap's good. We want to, like, we'll get them both eventually, ideally. But thanks to Hell's Banner is really holding it down for me here. Now, I did also bank this run on drawing Hot Shark on this turn. Thankfully, it worked, but... I mean, I didn't bank it. We wouldn't have lost. It would have just been a little scary. Thank you, Hot Shark. You're probably, you know, as I think about it, you're probably sitting here, you're probably watching this video, and if you don't watch my stream, you're like, what the fuck are you doing calling this guy Hot Shark? And you know what? You're right. What the fuck am I doing calling this guy Hot Shark? But also, like, he's a shark. Here, I'll tell you the whole story. The first time I saw this guy, I went, wow, that shark has abs. What the fuck? That's pretty much the whole story. I then went on like a little, not really rant per se, but like a little talk about like how does this fucking shark have abs? Oh god, he's hot. It's a whole thing. And so now I just refer to these sharks as Hot Shark. That's more or less the whole story. It's not a it's one of those like inside jokes that has bled over to the YouTube, more or less. Give you a little context for it at least. Don't leave you entirely in the dark. Let's order this properly. We don't want to miss that energy. Furnace tap here. This is wave 4, right? Wave 1 is Marksman Absolver. Wave 2 is 2 Absolvers. Wave 3, Heavy Marksman Absolver. Wave 4, 2 Heavies Absolver. 5, 2 Heavies Marksman. I don't know what the next 2 waves are off the top. This is just me listing off what we've seen so far. But we have 3 more waves. I'm just waiting to make sure I time out this Furnace tap properly. Okay, you bleed out. I don't even need to Siren Song you here. Echo Crystallis is free. Good to play these down here. Get a little more health for our shark of hot variety. And a little more health for this shark is also good. And then we just freeze Frenzied Swarm, right? Making good use of my freeze is good. Because having these cards exactly when I need them is very, very helpful, right? Being able to put down Multi-Strike 2 onto Tethys exactly when I need it is right. Tethys is going to farm. He's going to do a ton for me. Now you might be getting your Siren Song. Yeah, it's good too because I get to apply 3 days to Fel here. Throwing in Umbra Assault, we save ourselves 9 damage by doing this. And that card is actually generating me energy at this point. Because of the morsels. It's another reason to hold on to morsels over the... Like, yeah, the other reason to hold on to morsels over what I'm holding on to is Hell's Banner, right? Or not what I'm holding on to, I'm not holding on to them at all. But with Hell's Banner, I get a little more value out of holding Siren Song here. It applies to 3 days, she doesn't get moved, but it's fine. But more value out of holding Shade Splitter instead of purging them. And purging out my... Oh my god, what's the other card called? My brain. Frozen Lance, that is the card. Okay. This is 7. Hang on, I actually have this spreadsheet. Let me pull it up real quick. I have this somewhere. I know I marked when she debuffs you. Right, this is the second to last wave. Like, the next round is the last round, for sure. So, we can utilize this information to our advantage here. I'm almost 100% certain we kill Fel. I would say it's very, very likely. How about that? So we just want to minimize our damage taken here. 33 sets this guy to 40. So we take 6. That's fine. We heal it up with Bone Dog Favor. And then this wave doesn't matter because they're going to die. Or they're not going to die. I mean, they're going to die, but they also don't matter because Fel's going to die before they get to do anything, right? So you look at it, you go, oh, we don't win. But then we just put Double Strike 2 onto our Tethys, and all of a sudden our damage output literally triples. And on top of that, we can really drive home the point. However, don't Frenzied Swarm to flex here because I'll be actually losing health if I do that. play that nice little siren song because I like the sound. But yeah, I'll actually lose health for playing Frenzied Swarm because I gained 5 for keeping Bone Dog in hand. How am I playing out these cards? This run is like, we're like 55 minutes into this episode. What am I doing? Yeah, look at Tethys applying fucking 60 Frostbite a turn here. That's a lot of Frostbite, dude. Like that stuff. What do you got for me here? Another Siren Song I don't need. Umbra Stone I don't need. Shroud Spike I don't need. Pass. And I almost want to go draw a second time here. I think I don't need energy because of Hell's Banners. I don't need space because we have 2 Space Prisms. I'm going to go draw a second time here. 7 draw lets me get through the deck in 3 rounds if I get down to 21 cards. Left path? Okay, what am I looking for on my spells? I'd be looking for double stacks, I'd be looking for permafrost, but we don't really need permafrosts. What would I be looking for on my units? I can give this lady multi-strike and she gets stronger. I can give Titan Sentry health. Yeah, it's better to go this way. Now, do I want sweep on Tethys? This is the big question, and I think the answer is actually no, I do not. With the way that we're set up right now, we kind of just punt. Although we are on wave 7, I need to consider that as well. I don't think we need sweep. I think I'd rather have the 40 Frostbite. This makes me a little bit stronger. Although, here's the thing. This is not Seraph the Chase, this is Seraph the Diligent. Oh, I need to do something about the fact that Seraph the Diligent is going to run me out of spells. Or we're basically just hoping, if I take Tethys with sweep, we're going to be... If I go against sweep enemies, it's bad no matter what. I'm going to take the raw damage for Seraph. I think that the only real obstacle that can stop me, A, sweep enemies, but we just got to dodge them, and B, Seraph just popping me here, right? If Seraph gets me, Seraph gets me. I'm going to throw Incant Armor 1 here. Endless, I don't need. I would only want to put Endless on Tethys. But I'm just going to hold on to my money. I'm not going to pay the reroll here. It goes in the caverns. I'd be going to these events first. This one definitely has merit. 3 Pyre health for a plus 25 health. We don't heal our units, right? I don't have any way to heal my units. Except for lifesteal. So this invalidates the lifesteal morsel. However, giving Tethys plus 10 helps so much. It lets Tethys live 2 rounds of sweep if we go against it. That's fine. Now, I did take some health damage there, but it's, like, absolutely fine. 100% I'm okay with that. This only invalidates lifesteal morsels. Like, that's the only form of healing in this build. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna remove this Train Steward. I need to keep in mind now that I'm against Seraph the Devourer, which means that my spells do get eaten. How many of these spells do I really care about losing, though? It's like, it's 3, right? It's Frenzied Swarm I care about losing. I care about losing Frenzied Swarm, Siren Song, but Siren Song not even that much. And I think the other one is unremovable for some reason. Most of these spells have Consume. Where's the other spell that I'm worried about losing? Oh, it's Furnace Tap, but it consumes. That's why it's not registering in my brain. Okay, we're gonna remove 2 Shade Splitters. Oh no, we only have 1 to remove. Sorry, that's right, I took out the Train Steward. Okay, what you got for me today? Living Armor. No Sweep Lords. Shade Wings are a little scary. Spikes definitely can't take. Extremely untakeable. Tethys dies very fast to Spikes. Nice. Where's our lost space? Top 4 is fine. Very, very good. And wow, we drew all of our units on this turn? What a weird start, because I can't actually play my Siren with this, but my Siren's basically just a second line of defense right now. Oh god, you get punched right through also. Interesting, okay. Yeah, because these guys are 15 times 2 with 5 health. The damage output here is going to be a little concerning. Work it out. It would have been good to throw Endless on the Titan Sentry seeing this now, right? But, you know, a little late for that. Okay. Yeah, I'll just not play Siren of the Sea. I think this is going to be a combat where I'm going to need to hold that over every round, right? And if I can do that, we'll be good. If my boy dies here just to just to kill these two, I think it's okay. I think that it's a loss we have to be okay with. I really need to get that totem rolling here. Thankfully we drew Helical Crystallis, and this guy has spell weakness, so we'll punch right through him down to 15. Interesting turn here. Heartless Morsel is fine, I'll just throw it down. Throw a Space Prism here. This is 60 damage, so there's no saving Hot Shark on the second floor, unless I throw him a Flash Freeze, actually. Which I could do. I could throw him a Flash Freeze. Yeah, I should throw him a Flash Freeze, actually, because I'll just... Actually, no, I can throw the Flash Freeze here. I'm not going to get any healing out of Bone Dog's Favor, but Bone Dog's Favor is going to save me a lot of health anyway. Right? By discarding it here, this thing gets away, it's fine. I accepted that loss of armor. Oh, the daze stops them from dying. That's right. Gotta keep that in mind as well. Daze stops enemies from hitting him so they don't take the damage. Very, very true. It's okay. A Shade Splitter on this floor, just get that extra energy. Throw you an energy morsel. I think we want to... How do we want to play this one? We want a Frozen Lance. We want to play this one out like this. Let me go ahead and be Frenzied Swarm. Yeah. We just keep taking as little damage as we can. Holdover Frenzied Swarm is popping off. This guy is going to do a lot of damage to me if I don't draw something to stop him, but we have a very small set of cards here, so it's not impossible. I didn't draw anything to stop him. He's just going to do some damage to me. And I don't have much recourse. Okay, there's nothing I can do to him. Yeah, he's just gonna... Oh god, he's just gonna go up and beat my ass. Isn't he? He sure is. He's just gonna walk up there and he's gonna smack the shit out of me. Nothing I can do about it. Lifesteal Morsel. Huh. Okay. I mean, I shouldn't die to this. Do I? He hits me 5 times, I think, though. 5 times? 4? Yeah, he hits me 5 times. Holy shit. That's 50 damage right there. Bad draw, and also I didn't plan to handle him. We're okay now, though. I won't take any more damage. I shouldn't take any more damage, I should say. Order again. I think the Glacial Seal should actually go second. Behind the Siren of the Seas, even. Okay. We won't take that much damage again. I mean, I hope. With double Flash Freeze. Do I want a Frenzied Swarm here? I think I do. I don't need the Siren Song, so holding it doesn't matter. Yeah, if I could get like 2 Titan's Teeth in here, we actually pop this run wide open, I think. Now I want to I want to get this 5 healing off of Bone Dogs for sure. Can you apply Frostbite to your own units? You sure can. The only way you could apply Frostbite to your own units. I wonder if there's something to that. Like, what if you just start applying Frostbite to your own boys? Like throw Frostbite on a unit with Revenge, hit him with like a 3 Frostbite. You know what I'm saying there? That could be good. Oh, hello. Jade Wings are gonna punch me right to hell. We're gonna definitely want to deal with you boys. Order of business number 1. 3 health. With Heartless, by the way, they do still gain the max HP from Umbra Morsel. They don't lose that. I mean, this is just gonna be the kill, right? For sure? Yeah, for sure. Throw you a Siren Song, just because I like the sound. No Bone Dogs, unfortunately. But, you know, I could have like tried to manipulate it, mess around with it, but nah. I could have like tried to get his Frostbite to an exact number to kill, like not kill, but leave him dead in 2 turns. I could have seen if there was a path to do that, but nah, not worth it. Guardian's Amulet is not a bad pickup. Anything that I can discard off Frenzied Swarm at this point is really good. And I don't want any of these. Cannibalize has been good for me in the past, though. On some of my runs, it does a lot of good work. Okay. Duplicate on what? That's question number 1. This is, by the way, this is the Seraph that puts the 3 curses on you. Okay, what do I, first of all, spells or, so we make our decision here in 3 phases. Step 1, do I want spell effects, or do I want effects of a different variety, aka units? So here's what I want. I want to go to the left here because I don't want to remove too much. I would go this way mainly for the duplicate. I could duplicate Frenzied Swarm, give myself a second one of these, or duplicate Guardian's Amulet. However, what I've been told recently is that if you put Remove Consume on a card, like Gifts for the Guard is the card that people point this out on, the Stygian card that gives you, the Stygian card that makes it so that you draw 3 cards, they get enhanced with, like, they're free, they do 20 more damage, and they gain, or they remove Consume. I wonder if that works on Seraph the Diligent, right? Can I just remove this Consume? That's what I want to find out today. Okay, I didn't get it, it's fine. Double stack on this to make Sap 6 seems good. But I think maybe I just want to double stack one of these Frostbites. I didn't even go to the... Oh god, I didn't even go to the Relic Shop. Look, I've been playing this for too long. This is my mistake. I forgot to go to the Relic Shop, though, to see if they had anything good. That's a rookie level mistake. Okay. I did not get punished too heavily. I'm not sure I could have maybe afforded, like, Bling Technology, but that would not have been worth it. Okay. Anything else here? Was there a plus 10? No, it's plus 20 in Consume. I mean, these are going to get consumed anyway, right? I'm going to use these to get eaten, so we may as well. Let's see how it goes. Seraph the Diligent. This is the first YouTube video to make it to Covenant 25 Seraph, so that's pretty cool. It's been a while. And we get to hear the sweet music again. Okay, first few turns are pretty important. How is it looking? Oh god, our bottom floor lost its space. Oh, that's not good. So I guess we're gonna set up middle floor and top floor. It sucks because I'm gonna take self-mutilations for this, but I can't do anything about that. Okay, so Guard of the Unnamed goes here. No Siren again. That's this here. First spell always consumes. Let's think about what we want to first spell. This is the one that's gonna consume no matter what. So I could use this to not eat a curse here, and what that'll do is that'll give me a little bit of a better time first time around. However, no, I'm not going to start stacking the Frostbite. It's only 8 Frostbite. We're going to win through Tethys pummeling the shit out of Seraph. We're not going to win any other way. So this is fine. I believe. I believe that is the way to go about it. Give you a damage shield and we'll throw you top floor. Throw you a Helical Crystallis and press end turn. Oh yeah, she gets frozen because of my artifact. Very nice. I need Space Prisms now, please. Like 1 or 2 Space Prisms if you don't mind. No Space Prisms. Well, that's like 1 or 2 Space Prisms. I know. God, this battle music is so sweet. Okay, we're gonna just throw this out here. This guy's gonna take enough Frostbite that he'll die anyway, pretty sure. God, this battle music is good. It's so good. Put this out like this, right? Where we throw Siren of the Sea. It's just the big fear here is if I draw 7 cards and I hit Glacial Seal but no Space Prisms. Like that is so scary that I don't think it's worth playing the small benefit of Siren of the Sea here. Mind you, that's an unlikely outcome. However, if that is the outcome, like it is a travesty. It is really, really bad if that happens to me here. I think we do go ahead and hit you with a Frenzied Swarm. Although, actually, it might have been better to put the Frenzied Swarm down here so I don't eat that self-mutilation. Huh. Maybe. This episode's gonna be long, but that's gonna happen when I... Oh, so other alternative outcome here, by the way, is I just draw neither of them and eat shit. Didn't think of that play. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine. We probably, so if I just daze you guys, it's no big deal. Like the resolve triggers after combat. If they're dazed, their resolve doesn't get the trigger. And I'm gonna Frenzied Swarm. Let's just get that out of the way. Oh, but we should probably Flash Freeze. I'm mostly concerned about, like, our Shark on the top 4 will clean up. And even if he doesn't, I can support him, right? The front line's gonna be dead. This Gilded Wing's gonna be gone, so I don't need to worry about it too much. That top 4 Shark has been super, super helpful. He's basically playing cleanup duty for all of the little goons that survive. All the little Hulkamaniacs that get on away. Alright, and we got, that's right, we were probably drawing Siren Song here, so letting that go on like that was right, for sure. Where's my fucking totem? There it is. Next turn. Do I want to, I think I want to hold the Space Prism to buy myself, well, we only need to live through 8 rounds of Spell Consume. How many spells do I have left to consume, though? That's the question. I have this one, these 3, that's 4, 5. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Although I don't really need to play the Space Prism right now. It's basically just playing it so I don't draw it later, right? How's that feeling? That's a good question. How is that feeling? Weird, right? It feels kind of weird to play it like that. I'm only working with 3 energy this turn, so we're probably going to be... Oh, this is a strange turn. Okay, so we're definitely doing this, first of all. Let's just get this out of the way. That always happens here. The second step is the question mark on if I play the second Space Prism. Or do I hold it? I think it's fine to just throw it down. And then you're taking 100 damage. How's 100 damage and 40 of it is Frostbite? I think I shouldn't mess around with you. Play this out like this. I think it's fine. Yeah, it's probably was smart to not mess around with that guy, considering he's gonna actually live if I'm not careful here. He's not gonna live, but it's close. Okay, first of all, Glacial Seal. Second of all, Siren of the Sea. That always happens here. Before we play Antumbra Assault and consume it, we should consume a Shade Splitter. This is better to consume for sure. And then we'll just play this Shade Splitter as well. And then we'll throw an Antumbra Assault on the boy who's gonna curse me. Best thing to give Hot Shark here is probably just +3 health, straight up. Then you can get the other 3 morsels, have them, enjoy them. Tasty, Take 58. This is a good question here on... Oh, what I should have done, what I fucked up. I should have put a morsel in front of you. Yeah, that's a major mistake. I take 10 for that, right? Yeah, because what I could have, if I put a morsel in front of you, you would survive with no fear. Huh. Interesting. I'm not gonna worry. I'm gonna minimize my damage. I'm gonna keep the shark alive. I think I have to. 63 goes through, so we're taking 10. It's fine. And I also just want to minimize the damage that this shark takes as he builds up that armor. It's basically just, at this point, I think as long as I live to see the Seraph fight, I think we have this. Seraph does have 4,000 health, mind you. I think we have 2 more rounds, maybe 1 more round? 1 or 2 more rounds here? What am I gonna consume? Ooh, good question. So I feel like I have to Siren. I mean, I have to Siren Song. There's no doubt about that. I think we're gonna consume Helical Crystallis. Right? All I have to do at this point is survive. That's it. That's all we're aiming to do here now, survive. Siren Song just deals with you for sure. This guy is going to hit me. He's going to take 3, so he's going to take 120 before he starts taking damage. He's going to hit me for 20. Huh. Maybe it's better to eat 35. No, I think that until I'm going to straight up lose for not doing this, I want to keep my shark stacking. Now this one, like this Gilded Wing might be the problem, right? This one might be the one that puts me away. I don't know. I have to survive. I could actually have looked at what I'm going to draw and decided what the better play was here, huh? I think I'm gonna just miss it, huh? I think I'm just barely not able to make it on this victory here. That is sad. I think that this one's gonna kill me. I don't think there's anything I can do about it, too. Yeah, the double spawn on these Gilded Wings is just stopping me dead in my tracks. You know what the play was? I know how I won this. I needed to put my triple stack onto Tethys here. That's what the play was. If I had put this on Tethys sooner, we had it for sure. Oh man, that sucks. That really sucks. Hate to see it. If I had double stack Frenzy Swarm, I don't think it would have made a difference. Ah man, so close. It's so close. Again, we're so close. And yet, it's just so far away. So close to the victory, and yet... I just barely miss it. We only had to live like... I just had to live these next 2 rounds, and we had it. I just needed a little more time, man. Just a little more time. That's so sad. We play it out as best we can. But it is over. That's so sad, man. That's so sad. Ah, taking that 50, I guess, was the mistake, huh? Oh god, that sucks. That's so. I had that. I think looking back at it, I had to just throw it down on Tethys, right? If I had thought a little more critically about how am I punching through those 2 160s, I think I would have recognized that there was only one line that won that. I thought we just had it. Nope. That's too bad. I thought I had enough health to play with. All right, that's. Oh. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.